I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm pretty.
Does a compliment always feel good? Are there downsides to praise? When appearance is linked with love or achievement, we're building a bridge in a child's mind. Should that bridge be there? Should we be telling children? Even unintentionally, should we be perpetuating that idea to the children around us? What was the last thing that you said to a child? What was the last praise that you gave to a child? Now, I ask you to think, what was the last thing that you thought about your own body? What was the last thing that you vocalized about yourself to the children in your life? Was it in front of them? Were they actively listening? Or were they passively absorbing your thoughts about body image?
I love your shoes, I love your socks, I love your pants,
I love your shoes, I love your socks, I love your pants, I love your skirt, I love your top, I love your blouse, I love your bolero, I love your jacket, I love your headband, look at your cute little pigtails, look at your tiara. Oh, are you ready to take on the day? You look like you're feeling good, you look like this, you look like that, you look so pretty, you look so nice, you look so smart. Oh, I do love the way you look. Twirl for me. Oh, yes, twirl more. Oh, you are just the sweetest little pretty princess, aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? University of Newcastle researcher Julia Coffey speaks about the bridge that we build when we compliment a child in her quote. Those who had the most difficult time with body image concerns referred back to childhood and felt that their bodies were constantly being commented on by parents and peers and everyone around them. They felt they couldn't escape it. It was impossible to feel good about their bodies when they were constantly being talked about. Mission Australia's 2020 Youth Survey revealed that concern about body image ranked the third highest concern for the 26,000 teens between 15 and 19 that they interviewed. After coping with stress and mental health, negative comments about appearance were particularly damaging for mental health. Coffey commented on this by saying, anything that makes children or young people re-examine their bodies through the eyes of others and critically appraise it can have a negative impact. The more we hear something, the more we talk about a topic, the more we're reinforcing the importance of the topic to the children around us. We teach kids intentionally about manners and kindness and colors and shapes and spelling and more to reinforce that those topics are important. They are important in school just as they are important in growing up. In one study that interviewed parents 24 hours after the birth of their child, it was found that parents were more likely to describe their newborn daughters in appearance-related terms, like beautiful and cute. In a more recent follow-up from the late 90s, the study found that parents rated newborn girls as finer featured, less strong, and more delicate. Again, despite the fact that the boy and girl infants actually did not differ in size or strength. When young girls are surrounded by this cacophony of compliments from 24 hours after their birth, it is so incredibly unfair to them. But it would be unfair to you if I did not provide a solution along with identifying a problem. So I am going to talk to you about how to best talk to girls, how to create child-led conversation starters that are helpful. After commenting on a pretty dress or asking to see shiny dancing shoes, a conversation naturally stops, not allowing the child to forge new ground and talk with you about themselves from their own perspective. By asking questions like, what are you into right now? Soccer, lele, art, building, dance, grasshoppers, your dog? What else? What could there be? Or phrasing questions like, what book are you reading? What did you learn about or make in school this week? You're placing the onus on the child to tell you about themselves. Even asking something like, what is it like to be you? You're showing interest in them at their core.